So my benefits are illegal. Are my benefits illegal? What I'm supposed to receive that is documented, is it illegal? Let me tell you people something. Whether people wants to run, he's looking for a district to run or a county to run. I'm inviting him, or the 4 of them over there, or the 5 of them who spoke ill of me. Those who never spoke ill of me, I'm not speaking to you. When I misuse any word here, I'm speaking to those who spoke ill of me.
Yeah, take your time.
Yes. If you want to come and run, I'm inviting you. Come, we'll find an apartment here for you. You will come and rent it. You sit there and you can't run against me. But don't lie on me. Don't misuse words on me. English 101 reading comprehension is the topic. I said I want my benefit. This government is owing us. But guess what? I don't even want to go there. There are ministers here, they have cleared their gasoline already for July. If you don't be careful, August, we are still being owed 4 months. Then you say, I shouldn't ask for my benefit. Where is the kickback I'm asking for? Let me tell you something.
Honorable George, somebody said, we know Honorable George, he doesn't mince his words. So since you're in the public space, everything you say now, they don't want gossip. Who are those people, ministers, according to the text? Who are those people who have received?
I said the ministers, the executive branch. They have. Let me tell you something. You know, I don't want to cause commotion in this country. It's what these hypocrites are looking for. But I can tell you that the finance minister has gotten his gas already for July. So what about me? Right now,
you said ministers.
Listen to me. I've given you one. Okay, I don't have to give you 2, 3, and 4, and 5.
No, because you said.
Okay, add the minister of state there.
Okay, Nathaniel Bongi, the president.
Magil.
No, but somebody said, I don't know, but man, let's go ahead. Go ahead, Honorable George. Just go ahead.
No, man, stop joking.
I'm not joking, but the name is Bongi.
No, I don't know him to be Bongi. I don't know him to be Bongi.
Okay, go ahead.
What I'm saying is, they have gotten theirs. Is it wrong for me to request what is rightfully mine?
No.
So, as Spoon FM, I just want to warn them. To be frank, I was coming here this morning, I was coming to misuse words on them because it's like this. If the mother was a harlot, the daughter will be a harlot. If the father was a thief, the son will be a thief. Maybe Weatherspoon's father was a thief, so he wants to be a thief.
Take your time, Honorable George.
Yes. So my benefits are illegal. Are my benefits illegal? What I'm supposed to receive that is documented, is it illegal?
Control the mic. Control the mic, Stanton. No, you have not. You have not. If you are not controlled, I will interject. You have sacrificed nothing for the party. You have used this institution to enrich yourselves. You are the guys who support George Weah with the corruption. You go to the central bank, you sign those checks. You were a truck driver in America. I brought you from the U.S. to Liberia and made you grievance committee chair. When you became grievance committee chair after your anger with George Weah, for which he did not want to see you, I reconcile you two issues and said, D12 come, we need you in this struggle. You came, you listened, you sold out, you went to Amaracon, and right now you work for Ellen. Some of the information that is even going for sanction committee is coming from you. We know who you are. You are the one who dished out my girl because you have a competition with him about controlling George Weah. Don't come on this show and put up any minister of finance poster. When I knew you, you had nothing. To me, who you are is someone who came from nothing and decided to join the bandwagon to steal from the Liberian people. When you call me a disruption and you say George Weah ascendancy to leadership today has nothing to do with my advocacy. We have 6 other Liberians here, except for Key Hassan, come from Guinea. Those Liberians will tell you that I, George Solo, my standing up against Madam Salif, my standing up against the UP, my having principles, made CDC what it is today. The discussion we are having about where CDC is going, where sanctions are being imposed, where you have the audacity to tell me that we are having economic growth, that Liberia is growing, when a foreign nation is imposing sanctions on you. When you D12 who own things that you could never imagine you will own, because when the president said, I want 25 million, your care to your take out your own affair. I'm telling you something today. You can make all your big name. You can go to your Sagamo tree. You are very good with language. You can take respect Magalo. You can take respect me. But there's a day you D12, you will stand on in corruption code. All that money where you're stealing, all the big English where you're speaking, you will speak it to judges because you will not go free. Georgia will not go free. Our dream that was stolen, our revolution that was stolen, our people that are suffering, you will pay for it. So you can come and show, oh man, Mr. Minister, when I knew you, you couldn't even afford a car. And you want to now only show that when you came for the campaign, who rented a car for you and who paid for it? You never even had transit to wear.
Thank
And
you,
I
Judge
seen them
Solo.
do a carol grade.
Thank you.
The Magalo, I will tell it to you. Let them
Thank
be
you, Judge
making
Solo.
B more.
Thank you, Solo. Dito, you got anything to say because we have to go?
Go to
Do
Magalo, ain't
we
got
also
nothing to
get
say.
to
It's
ask
gone over.
questions?
It's gone already. Ain't got
Mariah, you
nothing
want
to
to say
say.
something?
You know, Tito ain't
I
got
have a
nothing to
question.
say.
Mariah,
Control the mic. Control the mic, Stanton.
I sacrificed my life for this party. I live
No, you have not.
everything.
You have not. If you are not controlled,
I will not campaign for you unless you pay me. I'm not stupid to use me and dump me for your business. House are lost. Cars are lost. Marriage are lost. Business, everybody saw it, are lost. Bank account are lost. I don't want to go further. My only reward was a stupid job and a smoking car. Tete and Ratty came on to me by Mary Pro out of sympathy. Your people should not push me. I can swallow things, but when you aggravate me, I will come out. I will come out. And when I do, it will be disastrous. Tell them not to offend me. You looking at me? All right, we need you now. The mirror is open. Come back to Liberia. We need you. The people who are running us. Why you didn't think about that first? I'm telling you now. What I have put together, if I unleash it, it will be disastrous. Very disastrous. I've seen a lot. I've witnessed a lot. But I keep quiet. I keep quiet for many, many reasons. When popular uprising was about to be used to topple your government, the Ninizio and Yinichiaren that you got around you right now, they kept their mouth shut. In fact, they added more fuel to the fire. Who you had? Was it me? But all the talking I was doing, what did I get? Personally, what have I benefited from you? I want you to tell the world, personally, man ain't give me a Ray-Ban or a sneaker. And one morning you call Maggie. Oh, Maggie. They say I gave up picking 10,000. And you all started laughing, joking. Because you never gave me 10,000. You have never even put your hand in your pocket and gave me 20 US dollars before you, money. Yeah? But we take the course because we were true friends. Your people might not make me angry. For 2.5 years, I was defending you. They will not even allow me to enter your yard. One day I beat my way. When the girls' Lone Star team, you remember vividly, was preparing to go to Sierra Leone. I beat my way onto the football pitch because we were pretending to them
how they will line up with the Sierra Leone national team, and then how the officials will shake their hand. You were playing against them with the We Are All-Star. So we the official, I think, were 3 or 4, Zoga and all. We walked down on the field, Eugene Langbe, all of us, 3 or 4. You were the captain. You shook everybody's hand. When I presented my hand, you passed me. Man, don't make me talk, oh. Tell your people. You passed me. I don't want to talk. I get plenty. I just want I giving you. I can swallow. I swallow. I take pain. And I know how to absorb pain. I know how to use pain to be happy. I've gone through a lot. But I've used the frustration and the pain. That's why people keep saying, you fat, you look strong. You think I'm okay on the inside. But you, man, you know the secret and you know the story. You're inside out. They plotted. They jailed me for your business. They suspended me for your business. You fire me for your own business. How much more can a man take after losing everything? You fire me while I was on my sick bed for even trying to help you. Your own good. Today I have been vindicated. Today, AstraZeneca have never been used in this great country called America. Today, it was proven beyond all reasonable doubt that the airport was a channel for Asians entering the country, especially Indians. And that is the medium through which the Delta variant entered the country. You say I provided misinformation, but it became clear that that was true. Columbia University in the United States confirmed everything I told the Liberian people in June was confirmed. You left me on my sick bed, you fired me. Today, your government is leaking in the midfield. Your government is leaking. I left you. I come and say that. Then your stepson and people, they take video, they carry to you. He say, I'm ungrateful. Grateful to you for what? The video says, I will not campaign. Your witchcraft, don't bring it to me. That was the part. But listen to the video, and I stand by what I said. I'm not stupid. I cannot for leg here to drive for the $7,000 car. That's what I will campaign for. That means you want to campaign for your stepson to wash a car with Moet Champagne, $350 US. I will not campaign for you unless you pay me. I'm not stupid.
And I have to ask has to do with the issue of you using your platform to degrade Liberian women. And I will give some instances. One, in 2016, when the Minister of Labor was persecuting some Lebanese nationals for human trafficking of Liberian girls to Lebanon, you use your show to bring another young woman on.
Go open your stink mouth. You can't talk about somebody called me and now go free job where your stink mouth. Let me tell you something today. You stupid fool.
Wow, I love that dress code, man.
Yeah, but you're not getting dressed, man. You're looking ugly there. What's wrong with you? Go borrow clothes to wear.
Then come out who say you touch me. My brother stupidness for me. I will beat you that you're ratting to your mouth. You and your point you bring. I will beat two of y'all. I'll break you out. Nonsense of where go. I'm not going nowhere. Every day you want to go to what thing. I'm not going nowhere. I tell you. You think they're serving what? You close that bomb, man. You criminal like you Thomas Fala. Criminal like you. Roll like you get trouble and spelling you protein. You close the line protein. I will deal with you, not believe it. You are disgrace. You are disgrace. You are dictator. You are stupid to what I call that person here. Open some door. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I hear something. Don't touch me. you assault me, I will assault you. No, when you assault me, I will assault you. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. What the fuck wrong with Poverty? To hell with Poverty. Go open your stink mouth. You can't talk about somebody called me and now go free draw where your stink mouth. Let me tell you something today. You stupid fool.
Wow, I love that dress code, man.
Yeah, but you're not getting dressed, man. You are looking ugly there. You, what wrong with you? Go borrow clothes to wear.
Then you come out who say you must touch me. My bring that stupidness for me. I will beat you like your rotten teeth in your mouth. You and your point, you bring out.
C'était the man who liberated the people of Tanganyika in Zanzibar. I compare Alaji Jibi Kuma to show character. I call him to Ahmed Sekou Touré. I call him to Amka Cabra. I call him to Fidel Castro, Zofi Kiba. These are men who stood to push the agenda of the ordinary people. They raised their life in order for the people not to be identified by their religion, by their culture, by their tribe, but to be identified by their nationalities and by their dignities as men. He was very important at that. And we, that was I say, revolutionary don't die. Because revolution is a dream that will pass for a generation to generation. So Alaji Jibi Kuma was a very important man, not only to me, but to the entire country.
Who was this character G.V. Kuma during his days? Which kind of character was the late G.V. Kuma?
Alaji Jibi Kuma was a political leader. Alaji Jibi Kuma was an educator. Alaji Jibi Kuma was a military leader. Alaji Jibi Kuma was a trained and certified cadre revolutionary and special commando. So he was celebration, and that is why it is not a surprise to see men and women who are abandoned their doing to assemble here today to celebrate, not to mourn the death of Alaji Jibi Kuma. And we will continue to celebrate the distinct character in our existence.
So, from your own perspective, what loss have
You'll stop right there, man.
Let us stop it, man.
That's why if I'm watching the show, I call him the clan.
I told you. I said the Papa was talking to you. What are you talking?
He declined.
I beg you guys, though.
And I told you, Papa.
No, man, listen, we passed 2 hours, we got to wrap this thing up. But no, seriously, somebody told me today they gave Prince Johnson visa to come my pop. But listen, they said they get free visa for him to come on a 3-day retreat.
Say on a retreat. Say that I'm big, man.
They asked Prince Johnson, they said, which one of the states you want to go? Any state, the U.S. government will be responsible. The best hotel, anywhere you want to go will be responsible. Just come for a 3-day retreat. And they say, but we say, you can save your America. I eat my Nima.
God forbid.
He said, if I'm hungry, I can kill one of my cow, my goat, and I will be fine. You can save your America. All I want is to eat my GB. But guys, I want to say thank you. Let's just, while we're winding down, let's talk about the issue real quick. Concerning Lofa County and that of Joe Manor we had today, man. He was walking with Edward Snow. Jose, you want to play this? Play the Papel one first. Play Baka one first, then we'll go to personal.
I will not lie, I enjoy the way VB and JMB were dressed. He was ready. I like the way he was posed. The way he posed, and his hand was like he was ready for war. Yeah, Papa say yeah.
I mean, the post say anybody that want to come with Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson can bring 10
to hear the outcome of whatever reason they got him in book. But for me,
yeah,
I'm home. I committed no crime here. I fought in defense of my people, the member who were targeted for total elimination, and we fought, and today there is peace. In peacetime, I am doing my best, making my contribution, immense contribution towards the growth and development of our country, having chosen education as one of the key pillars. So I have a foundation establishing high schools and university here with supporters overseas. So I'm doing my best. I'm not afraid. People say they give me visa. Yes, they give me visa. Let me tell you something. I got visa 2 times. But the first time I got visa, it was during the Peter DeVos Ambassador Peter DeVos time, with Robert Porter as the political officer of the U.S. Embassy here. But they told me, we got no problem with you, but we cannot deny you, we have no cause to deny you. But one thing will tell you, there are a lot of people in America awaiting you to take you to court, like the Crown people or Liberian who enjoy those regime, who those sponsor. So when you go to the court there, you will be left alone to answer your own question. But if you were to go to the States as a presidential, one of the presidential delegates, you will be covered until you return home. But if you just go to America for sightseeing or to any organization and a citizen takes you to court, you go and answer. And true, because many Crown people, many Crown students are there. And many other Liberians who benefited from those are there. And they will want to embarrass me. But at this point in time, as I speak to you, my panelists, I'm going to be 70 years old July 6 this year. I have reached the biblical lifespan of 3 and 10. I have gone many countries. What am I going to go do now in my old age? I'm afraid of turbulence in the first place. But however, I'm home. Nothing I do here wrong. I'm here. But let us like to hear what they have to say about Moses Wright.
Senator, you heard the news about Moses Wright. You heard that, but now he is released. We just spoke to someone that's close to the West. He was willing to call on Spoon Talk, but the immigration state got his cell phone, so probably we'll be talking to him tomorrow, but he's released. But what's your take? What do you want to say to the Liberian folks? Sunday announced that he was arrested.
Like you rightly put it, the U.S. authority will not come out strictly and say because you were involved in the war. They will always go under the disguise of immigration problem.
Correct.
Okay? They will always do that. Even another guy, forgotten his name, he was in the PRC. He lived in America almost 30-something years. And they just got and deported him to Liberia. He was not part of the war, but he took part in a coup.
Yeah, like Batu.
They deported him. Jeffrey Batu.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Batu was arrested, I think in North Carolina, and jailed and then deported here. He didn't take part in the war. He was in America driving a taxi, living fine, no trouble-free man, humble man, but he was deported. I mean, I'm very mindful. Look, those things cannot make me to divulge any information that I know about the great power of the world. How did we get Taylor from jail to come here? How did I get all the materials, the equipment, and uniform, and machine guns, and all of those things to break away from Taylor, to fight Taylor, and to fight Doe? Who provided those? I cannot say. So I keep quiet. Because there are certain people in the world, they use you and dump you. When they need you, you are a good friend. They got no friend, but they got payment, they got interest. That's how they after. And when they use you after the mission is over, you are useless. So I'm very mindful.
Senator, can you talk to us? I mean, you were saying something just now that was very interesting. So, does it have anything to do with the famous scene about the tango? Is that what you're alluding to?
You are?
The famous scene when you capture President Doe, where you said tango, trying to speak to the American ambassador. Is that what you're alluding to?
It's not my issue now. We're talking about Moses Wright. So,
and you know, Senator, I just had to try. But let me ask you what Moses Wright. Let me ask you. I just wanted to try that. Or I know you are not going to be fall for it. But let me say, good that you called in. I mean, that you took our call. Let me ask you a question. You said that you are 70 years old, so you don't have no intention of traveling to the U.S. If you were, let me just give you an example. Say there was a state visit coming up. President Weah is coming to Washington, D.C. or coming to the UN. Like you said, covered, you were told that if you are covered on a presidential, you have to do. And President Weah said, listen, Senator, you are one of my key allies. Come, let's go to the U.S. Will you make that trip with President Weah?
I told President Weah I'm old to travel now. Turbulence in the air can make my heart jump. I suffer somehow from pressure. And by the time the plane goes into turbulence, they say tie your seatbelt. And you know, tying seatbelt is nonsense because there's no parking space. And so when the air pressure, when the cabin pressure go low, it start coming down. It jumps my heart and I get into trouble. So I told President William, my interest is to support you. At this the first time I will do it again second time. And then I'll relax in my corner and don't invite me anywhere.
So you will now travel again?
So
you will not travel again? You will not be Liberia again?
Well, if my conscience tells me to travel for a purpose, I will.
Okay.
I have a lot of work to do in Nimba. The work I'm doing there, I'm seeing my brothers. If you come down to Liberia and you visit a university, it's the best in this country.
It's important. Let's get serious for a minute, Senator, before Kev Hassan come on. We saw that in the House of Senate, you are negotiating some benefit for your university. Let's go local a little bit because you're building massive structure, buildings that NIMAD will benefit from tomorrow. I want you to talk about what are you asking this government? What support do you need for your university and other school around NIMAD?
Starting is just normal. You know, when you have a university, you have to put in for the charter status. So you got to first write the Commission for Higher Education. They will go and inspect your institution and see the structure, the facilities you have, and then if you meet the requirement, they will write on your behalf to the National Legislature for a charter status. Then the House will pass it. They will look at it when it is passed. The Senate will concur, if possible. And then you are there to receive a little subsidy annually as other universities do here.
But that's not a public university, Senator. How can you distinguish? It's for Prince Johnson. It's not for the public.
No, the name doesn't matter. It's an institution. It's an institution that is serving the needs of our children, our people in this country in the era of education and providing the incentive that they need to make their learning more comfortable.
Okay.
Forget about it. You got Boyd Junior University in North Carolina. It's not. It carries his name, but it's an institution. You got Obasanjo University in Abeokuta, Nigeria. You got Obasanjo, IBB University in Mina, Niger State. Those institutions carry their name for legacy. That's a legacy I'm establishing.
So you're trying to get subsidy.
I understand, but you're trying to get some benefit though, and I understand what you're doing for the people of Nimba. Real quick, because I want to give my brother Kev Hassan the last one. Real quick, Senator, how are you looking at this LOPA election? Former Vice President is in LOPA. Dara is running as CDC.
It's a non-profitary institution. You see, the institution we put up for the sake of the people of this country has the lowest credit fee in the Republic, $8. But each student to a computer, brand new computers are brought in from China. So many. If you go inside there, you will say you are in another country. It's equivalent to any university in the United States. It's far better than any university in this country. I'm saying to you, with the lowest credit hour fee, that's about $8. So it means it's free. Because we got to pay professors. You got masters, you got PhD from Nigeria, from other African countries, and you have an American lady who is a registrar also teaching psychology in the place. So you can't make it free. How do you maintain the building? How do you? Even though it's $8 for credit hours, nevertheless, we make sure we fill in the gap to give the professors who are teaching based on credit hour good, good fees.
Benefit. Yeah.
And the players
ask a question.
Well, so that's what we are here doing.
Senator Johnson, let me ask you this. Let me go a little bit political and ask you.
My friend, very good morning. You are not coming through again for some reasons. You are not coming through. You are not coming through once more. You are not coming through again. I don't know why, but just go back to what you was doing yesterday before you could come on. Uh, while you do that, let me play you some clips.
Um, so I did a post yesterday after I drove to my party head.
Yeah, you're not coming through. You're not coming through. So it was yesterday. You tried something. You did something that you said that it was a system. So just go back to that, and then we'll be good.
Law. Nobody followed the rule of
So why was we a
you
technical
go.
director of the Lone Star under Taylor? He was supporting a lawless administration, or he just has no values?
No, let's talk about the
He was
government.
technical director.
Let's talk about the government, which
Let's
is
talk about you making $20,000 sitting in America. You don't even do any work at any ministry. You make $20,000. We have the transfer papers. What about that? Is that consistent with the rule of law? Which part of the PFM law are we reading from that they're paying you $20,000 on a monthly basis? How do you feel when you hear people crying about hunger in Monrovia when you are making $20,000 that you don't work a day in your life for?
Okay.
You want to talk to me about rule of law? You're so far away. You and the rule of law, you're going in separate directions.
No, let's talk about this now. You know,
No, let's talk about your $20,000. Maybe you want to start with an apology for living off the Liberian people without doing the work. Why don't you start there? Say, I apologize for accepting $20,000 from the government to sit on spoon and politicize the suffering of my country. Apologize for that. Then I'll see you a credible questioner that I can have a decent conversation with.
Yeah. But,
otherwise, I'll have to deal with you just because you're on spoon.
But you see, Parker, and I know you want to the sway of the.
No, but I'll be answering your question. Why are you being paid $20,000?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, you coming on? My friend and brother, how you doing? How the morning?
I'm grateful to my God, AB. I'm fine, and the state of my union is very strong, so I'm grateful for that.
Okay. I think we are discussing what is on your mind this morning. Folks, if you are listening to us, we are coming to you live from the state, from the Twin Cities. That is Minnesota. We are coming to you live from Minnesota. My co-host is coming to you live from North Dakota as well. So, what is on your mind?
As a political consultant, I got a lot of political analyst and public policies administrator. I got a lot on my mind, and because of time, I will not be able to express everything. But for the purpose of our show this morning, this afternoon, and this evening, depending where you are, I got a few things on my mind that I will be able to share with you. Some going to be comments, and some going to be concern, and some going to be questions. So, Abby, the first thing on my mind is the issue of inherent and consistent leadership incompetent, ugly, irresponsible political leadership, starting with George Weah all the way down to the bottom, currently taking place in our country, Liberia. For example, I usually listen to Spoon Talk after showtime, but yesterday my lunch time kind of delayed, and I had dinner around just their showtime, and I was able to listen to Spoon Talk. AB George Weah and his cartel members are brought down our country so low, super, super low, to a point where I don't even imagine whether they really know what they are doing. It has almost appeared to me there is some form of maybe mental health on their part, maybe insanity. Because I know people can be corrupt and people can be incompetent and people can have some inability to perform certain tasks. But to this level where we are, what do I mean by that? Look at the issue of SM Brussels and RRA, Roberts International Airport. And to my greatest disappointment, and I'm very positive, our people in Liberia, SM Brussels is a public-private management organization or airline in Belgium. AB, for God in heaven's sake, I listened to Mr. Gray. I've made up my mind not to call any of these people honorable because they are not. Mr. Akash Gray, Mr. Moses Colley, former representative of Lofa County and Beating, just we are making labor minister and later making director general for Aviation Authority, Republic of Liberia, call on the phone to make an analogy that does not even hold elementary water, that the issue of navigational system at our airport for airplanes for pilot to land to dial a Mercedes Benz, or your friend or his friend driving a Mercedes Benz and trying to visit him, and there's a bad road condition. In as much as the road is bad, according to Moses Colley, if your friend take time, they can say, come. Oh, God. And then Akara Gray is in studio, spoon talk, shifting blames on the former government, whereby they are already been in power for 5 years already. And Moses Colley is also on the phone comparing the situation in Liberia with America. And Akara Grace go on to come up with 1944 when United States government helped her to build that single airport international. A poco bone on my body, on my human being. Because AB, you just came from Guinea. Imagine, you just came from Guinea. In the head of a house, upstairs building, I call it, in the air. And this motherfucker, you excuse me for the expression, this motherfucker will sit down in their corner in Liberia, joking with our lives in the air. Can you imagine? Aviation all over the world, that's one of the most outstanding institutions or industry that the whole world is part of it. Just so you know, they got two major companies that produce airplanes, Boeing and Airbus. Airplane business ain't no funny thing inside AB. You know it. You know it when you got over 600 people in the air. Depending on the capacity, you got 1,000 plus people in that air. And you sit down over there, you joke, you eating your bitter cola. You think that history, you think this is that politics? This is life. This is real-time life. Safety issue. You can't hold brake on airplane, my people. We said this thing the last time. International aviation people go do audit since April to May, according to him, and gave the airline result of that audit and gave the government result of that audit to try to get things straight. They even touch nothing. They say they contacted a company in South Africa. They're talking about 700 and something thousand.
I thought I said 23 million, so it dropped. So they're going to keep doing repairs. God, have mercy upon Liberia and Liberians. Abi, I felt so sad yesterday. When those of us that have traveled, when you think about airplane in the air, you that have not traveled, forget about it. It is not a joke. We got single international airport in Liberia, single. If there is any trouble in the air and that plane can't land, they have to try to go to a nearby country. They can't use any other airport in Liberia. You can't use it because it will not land. You cannot even compare Liberia with North Dakota, for example, AB. It is 1 hour away from Grand Forks to Fargo. Fargo has an international airport. Grand Forks has an international airport. They call it Air Base. No, beside the Air Base, they got an airport. But they got a lot of military people around the corner. Manor City, small town, they got another airport there. Williston. They got an international airport in Williston. They got international airport in Bismarck. Small state, rural state, North Dakota. Less than 1 million people in terms of population. Then you want to compare Liberia with America? You can't even compare Liberia with Ghana. I am told Ghana has at least 3 airports. So if there's a navigational problem at airport number 1, or if there is a power outage at airport number 1, they can use airport number 2. If airport number 2 has a problem, they can use airport number 3. We do not have that, baby. And these people, we are paying them, we elected them, and they go sit down in studio eating better quota, and they compromising our life, our safety, our protection in studio, and they are on the phone speaking like typical local men like me. God have mercy. I felt so discouraged yesterday. Maybe all of us in our everyday lives, my brother, sometimes we are incompetent. But that level of incompetence marketed in the public, compromising our safety as a people, compromising the safety of our guests, compromising the safety of people that have interest in Liberia, and we are paying them. It is sad. It is embarrassing. It is cruelty in high places. It be God forbid, if something happen in the air, not just by SM Brussels, but any airplane, you know the insurance that attached to that, and those lives will never come back. They will never come back.
So
you know how much it costs for one airplane insurance when they fall down? You know how much it costs? And foolish, incompetent men like Akara Gray will sit over there and talk about his thought history for 9 years. Since 1944, we have not done anything. My brother, we do nothing, but you are in charge now. And you are saying the people corrupted the system, they did not leave anything. The life of mess, Ellen is sitting right there. Former government officials are all over the place. Why can't you prosecute them? What is this all blame games? Every single day, these people have become so defensive, they don't take any responsibility. But they want us, the people, to clap for them like this. You stand up. You say you will do better. You will change your life for the better. Okay? On the basis of business, if one CEO is not performing and the board of directors say we'll replace the CEO, the other CEO that coming in should be able to do better. Should be able to do better. But they're not the decent kind of CEO. No. They are even suggesting to us they are still living in yesterday. They are not living in today, in real time.
So?
SM Brussels suspended flight to Liberia. Akara Gray denied it. But his boss man, Moses Kori, said no, they suspended because they had a concern. The airport has deficiencies and difficulties landing and picking up. according to Moses Colley, they will be resuming tomorrow. What did they do? They did small adjustment, maintenance, repair. If so African companies say they're not coming now until November. You say you got another country, you found one in Kenya, why you can't bring the people from Kenya? Okay, let's say the Kenya are not ready yet to do that job. But the money is not even available, Eddie. It's a charade for 1 night. Why can't you call on European company, for example? Why can't you call on, say the American build our airport? Why can't you call on the let me say American company to solve a single problem and let move on?
We are not accepting quiet, Yahweh.
Why can't we do that? Why the government is so reneging on the issue of the airport, and small company like SM Brussels will always have to remind them to do their job. They will have to come up with some kind of threat. So, oh, do your job, do your job. I can't really say that SM Brussels will never leave Liberia. Oh, so they will die, so they will kill the people. They will never leave, only because they sign agreement with you. That's one. Number two, the issue of impunity. I don't know what is the status of this invisible letter George Weah said he wrote the Senate and the House of Representatives regarding this issue of TRC recommendation being implemented / the issue of war and economic crime. Hopefully, our callers will have some ideas to share with us this morning, because it will be almost extremely impossible for us as a people, as a country, to succeed with the issue of nation building, with the changing mind, changing attitude Laurent Boblet talked about yesterday, doing early government, for us to succeed when people are not held accountable. I'm of the strongest conviction. This is one of the fundamental reasons why corruption, public corruption, incompetence in leadership continue to showcase in our public space. In our public space. Because we are not holding people accountable. And how are we going to grow and move Liberia and Liberians forward and make their life better as a government when we don't even hold ourselves responsible or accountable for our actions? That's another thing on my mind. The third one is the issue of the young lawyer, Attorney Maria Yekula. You know, on this platform, we discuss the news of the newsmakers. She has been in the news a little while. I don't know whether Mariah has some experience or bad experience with her baby pie. I don't know. She needs to tell us. But I think she is very, very, very obsessed about men in general. And we have been monitoring her using our behavioral, behavioral calculus, trying to see what's going on. And on the political side, she is very resourceful. And I respect her education. She got a master in law. Alexander Kumi sponsored her. Came to California and get a law degree, master law degree. She's good. But I think I agree with Stanton Witherspoon. She's very rude. I'm sorry. That is who she is. She is very, very rude. But she missed it. And other ANC people under my voice this morning, she missed it. Political business is very, very expensive, my people. If Spoon Talk that is owned and operated by Stanton Witherspoon will even allow you to sit on your show almost every single day to sell your candidate, Alexander B. Cummings. Because Dr. Richardson has been there struggling now. Every time she struggles, she will text you, then you come on. And now Stanton say can't be here. Even though you got some issues going on, but you are very smart. And that's true, she's smart. You know, she's smart, but her department is very ugly. She is emotional. She is not tolerant to conversation for the most part. By the time he hit her button, and he hit Alexander Cummings' button, and bam, she out of order. So according to Stanton, they all discovered behind the scene in their childhood as panelists. And that applies to the guest. It's not applied to the guests. We need to respect each other on the show. We need to respect our guests because we invite them. If we tell you stop, if the moderator tell you stop, according to Stanton, you got to stop. And other panelists admit it. Mariah Yakula was out of order only because Stanton mentioned we don't know yet whether Alexander Cummings supported the war in Liberia, the civil war. Oh, that became a fire break. So the point here is, a Mariah Yakula cannot even utilize the platform, Spoon Talk platform and Spoon Network to sell Alexander Cummings and the ANC in the effective manner. And she is following us, the guys, because she had a bad experience, I think so, with her baby pa. And now she's a lawyer. She has similar attitude with Henry Costa the last time. You know, back and forth. Henry was listening and she was not listening. But I think they talked to her behind the scene and she keep doing it. My brother, it is no way you can run away from your shadow. And all of us, our shadow represents our actual self, our behavior as a human being. Can't stop. So Mariah Yakula put herself out because Stanton muted her and put her in the back. And she got pissed. When she came by us, she said the next time it happened, she make her point with Louis Brown. When Louis Brown was talking all the good talk, she was smiling. Dr. Richardson was smiling. When the button flipped, firework. So she came out with strong threat that the next time it happened, I will not come here. But hold on a minute now. Spoon Talk is actually doing you favor, and the ANC, you're not doing it no favor. You don't pay them for appearing on our show, for being a panelist. You don't pay Spoon Talk. So for you to threaten Spoon Talk and the CEO that you will go if it happen again, my people, Kiatamba was there. We don't know what happened. Kiatamba is out. The revenue used to be there. The revenue is out. Look, Stanton continue. And you know what I like it? He can say the truth. Stanton said this is a business. As much as I want you to be here, you can be here. If you don't want to be, you can go down your road. And Stanton came up with a very strong stance and warning to her. That rudeness will not take her yet. And that's true. The next government under Cummings got to be better than that, Mariah. Your guy is not even president yet. You already hitting all the guys. If your guy become president, I don't think we even talk what we're talking now with Joey. Maybe. For God heaven's sake, I don't think we talk the way we're talking. That's my thought. Another thing on my mind this morning is President George, we are visit to UNGA, United Nations General Assembly. As a public policy and political analyst, I think he's just supposed to stay home. Maybe it is so disappointing at this point in our national life in Liberia and outside Liberia that the president is coming to United Nations with 5 of his government officials in key positions have been sanctioned by the seat, I can say the seat of the United Nations headquarters. That is the United States of America. If you come here, they put not certified with you. Even if you come into the United Nations General Assembly, they can deny you visa and they're not certified with you. You can go and count that I've been it. So they sanctioned 5 of your government officials, key. Vani Sharma, Councilor Vani Sharma, Senator, on chair on the Judiciary Committee, Prince Yomi Johnson, Senator, former chair on the Armed Forces and Defense Committee, Bagugban number 2, former Pope Manager, your own Chief of Staff, Nathaniel Magay, then your own Solicitor General now, the suspended and forced resignation Solicitor General is blaming his boss for everything. That's what we do. And you see, Eugene Fagon was there doing all the noise. He called cartoon pusher. He has returned to America. He's looking for cartoon job right now. You see it? You cannot rumble in your shadow. It's always ahead of you. And you carry on divisive politics for George you have to win election. That same divisive politics you use, it is the same politics they're using against you. They got you out. Now, that means supposed to campaign. No, that not means supposed to campaign. You got to pay me. It on you. Now, my last issue, before to go to my last issue, I don't know whether we get some seditions under our live view this morning. I don't know, but I hope they can come and tell us. They can call and let us know what, in our own Liberian way. What in Joe we are coming to say to you? When you got huge human rights abuse issue in our country, the recent one with university students, when you got unresolved debt investigations, when your corruption level is at the highest peak to a point where United States Treasury got to sanction some of your officials. Currently, there is an investigation again going on at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs regarding diplomatic passport and passport as a whole attached to foreign policy. Because when the wrong people get it, they commit crimes across international borders. Insecurity in our country.
Okay.
Taking donors' money from central bank account. So what in Joey can say to UN? What he can say? He promised the UN the issue of war crime code is going to be addressed. Have he addressed it? The issue of parameter, he coming to stop to the parameter of the United Nations because the issue here another C visa. Restricted visa for my people that want to give President Joey out to come to America to UN. America say we're not giving you open visa. We give you restricted visa. You go to the UN, after UN, go back to your country. My last and not the least is about George. We are old friends. Their current view about their old friend, George Weah, the CDC, and the CDC government. The life of George Solo, for example. I watched the clips and I listened to him on Spoon Talk. This guy they call Randy Dapo, he's now supporting ANC and the rest of the guys. So the point here now is, if George Weah cannot even reconcile with his old friends that made him who he is today at the level of the CDC enrichment, how can George Weah reconcile and do better for the people of Liberia that elected him in their majority? How can he do better when he cannot even reconcile with his friends? Maybe I stop there for now. Those are the little ones on my mind. There are many, but those are the ones able to talk about this morning. Thank you, and back to you, AB.
You know, I'm glad this morning that you are talking about Josh Manawia, and I'm glad this morning that I'm about to talk about the oppositions. That is what it's on my mind. Josh Manawia is getting away with all this because of the oppositions. The oppositions are sitting down like sleeping dogs. They are not doing nothing. The opposition sort of be the next government in waiting. What is the Unity Party doing? What is Mr. Comey or Mr. Alexander B. Cummings doing? What is Ben Nayura doing? What is Liberty Party doing? They are not checkmating the government. They should be there to checkmate the government in making sure that things are on the right trajectory. During Madam Salif days, during their days in oppositions, there were so many times these guys were checkmating the government. the likes of George Solo, to the extent that Madam Salif, she has to give a job to Nathaniel Follow McGill. To the extent I that sitting here today, I got to chastise Nathaniel Follow McGill under the political palaver house of the University of Liberia. To tell you, as a major secretary general, as secretary general of a ruling of a major opposition political party, you now see no job to take from the ruling establishment. It is the deputy assistant ministerial positions, a minister of internal affairs. The next day, Nathaniel Follow McGill resigned. The next day, Nathaniel Follow McGill resigned. They kept the government in checks. What is the current opposition doing? What are they doing? Sitting down on a talk show to talk whole day is not the result. It's not the result. And whether some of you guys like it or not, if the opposition are not opening their eyes, if they don't open their eyes, Josh Manawiya will sweep this coming elections again. If the opposition does not open their eyes, because currently their eyes are closed. Their eyes are closed. You remember the National Election Commission just sacked all the magistrate? They are saying that they will replace them. If you are a magistrate in a Leeward County, you needed to apply. The opposition political party, they are in the House of Senate, they never complain on that. Never then say, fine. The National Election Commission will replace them with seditions. Will replace the magistrate and with seditions. In almost like 1 year to an elections. And then you sacking your magistrate and asking them to reapply those who want the same positions. Is that not scary?
It is.
But the opposition are sitting down like they are sleeping like sleeping giants. They are not talking. They are not talking. So for me, I have gotten to realize that this current opposition, they are sleeping giants. If they think that George Manawiya will give them power on a silver platter, they are thoroughly joking. George Manawiya will not do that. Every high-headed soul need high-headed mercy. George Manawiya have proved that he is high-headed. The mayor get in power. The mayor, from the mayor first appointment, then I knew that this mayor was for a failure. The mayor for appointment, by appointing Nathaniel Follow McGill, a mayor who was taking money from the people before they can be able to appoint you. I have a living testimony to that. And when the mayor appointed Samuel Todd, up to now the mayor have not done his government reshuffle up to present. So that means to say everything that the government is doing, they are in the right trajectory. Jefferson Tamakoji, a PPP ball like Jefferson Tamakoji, a PPP that Jefferson Tamakoji will send all his children abroad for study, and then he have a $35,000 house, fence, $35,000 fence around his house. Then the opposition are sitting there like nothing is happening in the country. What are the opposition doing? So let's open the phone line so our callers can call here to tell us what they think and what is on their mind. The number to call.
Yeah, AB, before that, let me do my commercial, please.
Okay.
Yeah, first, Kangoma Multi Services Consulting. I'm going to pin the number anyway. We are helping our community members with all the family-based immigration services and also financial services, including insurance, auto, life, mortgage, and other investment. Our free 10-15-minute phone consultation, you can call on 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693. In addition to that, on the immigration side, if you have been here at least 5 years on a green card, you want to do your U.S. citizenship, we can also help you do that. After that, if you support, you want to support somebody that wants DV, of course we can do it. If you file for your family member and you want to do visa application, or you want to like invite somebody to visit, or you want to do fiancé visa on a K1, K2 visa to invite your boyfriend or your girlfriend, wherever they are, we can also help you do that. You want to file for your children to come to the U.S., your parents, family member, or maybe husband or wife if you are married, and other visas. So all you need to do is give us a call on 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693. Again, like I said, 10 to 15-minute phone conversation is free and going to remain free as we move on. So thank you for listening, and take a cue. I'm going to post the number so you can get it from there. If you don't get it, maybe I'm doing it fast. I don't know, but I think it should be fine.
Okay.
Maybe back to you.
We have a next caller here. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, Frank Gissing.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, please wait a little bit. We'll get the first caller on. I will get you through when they're done, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Francis, back to you.
All right, we got Frank Gissing here from Paris, France, on the line. Frank, you are welcome. Give it to us. What's on your mind this morning?
Good morning to AB and you and listeners. My name is Gibson, Frank Gibson. I call from Paris. First of all, I want to disagree with Abraham on the issue of the National Elections Commission. It is not the Election Commission that dissolved the elections law. It is your legislature, your opposition legislature in the House of Senate. They are the one that took that decision to dissolve the magistrates of the Elections Commission from various counties. It was not the decision of the National Elections Commission. So don't blame the National Elections Commission by saying that they are going to employ physicians. That argument is a lazy argument. Now, on the issue of George, we are coming to the the United Nations General Assembly. Well, it is not compulsory for the president to attend. I also buy that idea because now it is very useless for the president to attend that General Assembly. You know, the United States government is one of the most corrupt governments in the world. Now, they put this sanction on government officials in the government. That does not mean that they are guilty of those allegations. If I take it to be allegations, because America feels that they are the most powerful country, so-called most powerful country in the world. They can take any decision and nobody can revert that decision. And I'm one of those countries that condemn the United States of America by putting sanction over our government officials. The United States is a corrupt government. The United States do lie. The United States have lied to the world before, and those lies have created millions of lives. People have died for the lies of the American government to the United Nations. The United States government lied to the world that Saddam Hussein will develop weapons of mass destruction. That's a very big black lie. And Colin Powers last day in the U.S. General Assembly put a little bottle he said there was a chemical weapon in it. So the United States is knowing of being notorious liars. They lie on people. So I don't want to believe that Nathaniel McGill, Serena Seaford, and Befuga Jr. are guilty of those lies that the United States are proffered.
Frank Gibson, quick question before you go.
Yes.
Are you there? Let me not refer to the war in Iraq because that was a military action based on the intelligence report offered to the United States president at the time. But under the sanction regime, the people who are sanctioned on the basis of United States intelligence. No, let me finish, please. Let me finish. Can I finish? Frank, can I finish?
So if the United States can lie based on allegations, they cannot confirm, they cannot verify the lie.
Frank,
And the lie that Saddam Hussein,
can I finish my question, please?
Oh, thank you. I thought the question was
No,
over.
the sanction regime has an appeal process. Is there any possibility for you to recommend to your body the life of Bakugban number 2, the former Minister of State, and the former Solicitor General to challenge the decisions of the Treasury Department of the United States? You think that's the way forward? You think so? So that we can find the truth?
And this is what the American government said. The American ambassador said he started confirming that those allegations are true. And there are rooms for investigation. There are rooms to challenge the allegations.
But have you
also do not believe that the American government are saying the truth.
Have you advised your body to get to get started with that process so that they can exonerate themselves?
Those are processes and they will take time.
Have they started now?
The Liberian people will support those people. We are further supporting Nathaniel McGill and the rest of our Liberian brothers who are falsely accused by the American lie.
Have they started the process now, Frank? Have they started?
With the issue of Ukraine.
Man, just
all right, friend. We gotta let you go. We got another caller here. Caller, good morning. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Good morning, senior brother Abraham and my biggest brother. Good morning to you guys.
All right, go right ahead, brother.
My name is King, and I call from Suffolk, South Dakota.
All right, King, lay on us.
Thank you very much for your elaboration when it comes to Liberian politics. You know, senior brothers, our country is a country that I don't think is from on planet Earth. Because every normal country not from on planet Earth, whenever there's a situation, those who in power, when the problem has come, the wise one will ask, and the best question they will ask, what is the solution? How can we find the solution? What is the way forward? Those are the questions that the wise people, wise people will ask, way forward. How many times have any government official asked a situation that has blazed up in the country and they ask for the way forward?
Zero.
Then I'm listening to one of my brothers calling, saying that the United States government is corrupt. Yes, corruption is everywhere. We do agree. But Liberia has taken their own and put it on their full face and showing it, yes, indeed, they are corrupt. He's saying the American government lied because they hate Georgia government officials. My brother, you don't have to be saying that. American will not just look at you and just put false allegation on you because what America, what Lieutenant Maggie have to offer to America? What does the Solicitor General have to offer to America? What harm are they providing for America? They don't do any harm to America, but it is because of the Liberian people. The Americans seek interest in the Liberian people. So if somebody is harming them, they must try to put stop to it. Georgia has nothing to offer to America. Why would the ambassador just look at and put sanction on people? We'll find any proof. If he said America can lie or America put sanction on those people because they want to demolish or destroy the government of Liberia, which is the Georgia government, I think in my own understanding, let this brother, even Joshua, go to the ambassador in Liberia, say, all of those allegations that you have laid against these people and you have sanctioned them. Can you give me the proof? They will give them the proof. The people don't get proof because they don't have proof. So you in fear of the Liberian people dying and struggling every day and preventing or defending this government, I don't think you have people in Liberia. I don't think you have family in Liberia. I don't think somebody in Liberia can even call you say it's not easy today. That word alone is not easy. It's 1,000 things in our one word say it's not easy. But we Liberians will just call it short, we say it's not easy. Now, if a white man or a white person in a problem, Abraham, if the counselor to have conversation, you will lay everything down from the bottom of the heart or from where those things started. But we Liberians, we invaded 10,000 things. I call you and say, Abraham, today it's not easy. Then you will know what it means. So we shouldn't just sit down here on a platform or somebody try to build a platform or somebody build a platform and we just come on a platform and say, no, Abraham, I disagree. Did he ask Abraham what is the reason by him saying that the election commission or dissolve the magistrate?
All right, caller, you need to conclude now. We get tons of caller coming in. Just be snapping now, please. Another caller is on. Just conclude.
Talking about immigration services, so you already pinned the number. I will call you after the show and ask you some questions, okay?
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution.
We have another.
Maybe I got another caller.
No,
Yeah.
we have another caller. What is the name and where are you calling out from? Brenda, go ahead. Frank Gibson. La man in France. He in France.
A man in France.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Francis, you have a caller there?
Yeah, another caller was calling. Let me just call them. Yeah. Let me see what I'll get in. From Minnesota.
Okay, if that caller not taking call,
Yeah, the caller is on.
Hello?
Good morning, caller. You called earlier, but we have another caller on the line.
Yeah. Thank you for calling me back, and thank you for taking my call.
All right.
Yeah, my name is Derek Paul, calling from Minnesota.
All right. I better go ahead.
Yeah, so what's on my mind is that if like if you were talking about opposition, I just wanna speak for comment perspective first, because I mean at first I used to feel the same way, like why these people are not so forceful, like always coming out, maybe even leading the protest and stuff like that. But then I've come to realize that okay, in the case of Coleman, he's a different kind of leader, right? So for him, he's using his influence, in Washington to bring pressure on George Weah. And as you can see, immediately after the young men were brutalized, I mean during their last protest, as soon as tension came, the police came from permission from being a villain to being a savior. They started giving these kids food in the street, right? I mean, I don't know why you got to take sanction for you to treat your own people right. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, but what's next on my mind is I really wonder, as a people, as a country, whether or not we'll ever get to the point where we'll be able to rally around on truth or on lie. And, wrong versus right. Whether or not we'll be able to see or wrong and say this is right. Even if it's not everybody, but at least a majority of people, right? Why am I trying to say this? Now, right now, if you look around, everybody protecting their own criminal, basically, right?
Sure.
Whether or not the person is guilty or the person is suspected of being a criminal, everybody protecting their own criminal. Okay, my own criminal right now is most ability, right? It's most ability because you support coming, and not everybody says he's a criminal, he's a criminal. And my son can come out too and say, oh, but ability has to be, try and convict in court. You know what I mean? But for me, part of the reason why I still support him because I mean, one of the main allegations he has against him is the FIFA issue, right? And we all know FIFA is a political organization, So, but for him, I haven't seen real hard evidence, until I can see evidence. But again, it still stands to the point of whether or not we all can see evidence and be able to say, okay, you know what, this is wrong or this is right as a people.
Okay.
Until we can be able to rally around either a wrong or a right, we're not going anywhere as a people.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Thank you, caller.
That means we're just being in the same circle.
In the same vicious circle.
Defending our own, but we need to come to the point where we say this man did wrong. He has to go to jail. He has to go to prison. You know what I mean?
All right, caller.
I hope maybe after the next election, I hope that will be the case where let's just say everybody starting from a blank sheet of paper. Now, if you commit a crime against Nigeria, economic crime, political crime, you need to face the consequences and face the charges. I hope we can get there as a people, or else we're not going anywhere. That's all on my mind. Thank you very much for the opportunity again.
Thank you, caller, for your contribution. Maybe you got anybody there?
Yeah, I get Charles Ako. Pastor Charles Ako, go ahead.
Mr. President, thank you as well. What is right on my mind this morning, ABA Transit, is praying for God to reveal more highlights Liberia. because among our community with Kamara and Brother Francis, the problem there, we never knew how 95% of us do not fear God. But it's true, Joe, we are government now. We getting to know those that fear God, those that have human being feeling, those who are selfless. We getting to know those who are selfish, those who are evil heart. Those are things on our mind this morning. See, brother, the brother I call, you always call Frank Gibson. Those Liberians, we never knew them. We lived with them, but we never knew their heart. God said He will reveal to redeem. All the evil-hearted Liberians, selfish, criminal, corrupt, evil, demonic, pastor, bishop, pope, government official, choir members in your household. It is in the government, with the judge their government. Today we are seeing their talking. The Bible says by the fruit we shall know them. Now you can see somebody defending a killer by all costs. Because the person that has been killed, that person does not belong to their family. So they do not have heart for the other person that crying.
Thank you.
No, and you to close out here. God gonna reveal and redeem.
Thank you.
And Liberia will be redeemed.
Thank you.
The ambassador of America, the one I was saying here for us, Mr. Joe Patton, the June 7th protest, he did something. And I reminded him right there, it was John Noble that stopped me. We went to present the petition while we were there in the sun. That brother told us he going to eat. We sat there, he ate, he came back. Then he dragged his feet. So the people that, we've been here, we waiting for you. Everybody, the necklace man. While we're talking, he said, if you're here, I'm not taking no petition. He started talking back to the Liberian. I stood for him, who are you? On second side penalty. Who are you to speak to God's people? Then he told me that I'm a new pastor. But you see, when the word speak of God, the word of God, when it speak, it comes to pass. I told him that you will pay for just looking down on God's children. He went for Jawia that had no brain. A Jawia that had no brain can fire you. There is a curse.
Yeah.
It is a curse. And men who are not interpreting. And men who are not interpreting, who are not ashamed, who are not disgraced about the entire family, can look at you and say you're educated man, and then make it disgrace you, and say you're not competent, or incompetent people look at you, you're not competent. That means you're not competent nowhere in the world. Even in hell, you can be incompetent there.
Thank you.
Maybe I got another caller here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Francis, go to your quarter, and then when I come back, I will take my other quarter. The quarter that I've been, he has been very, very.
Good morning, caller. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
George from Texas.
Yeah, Georgie, go ahead, my brother. What's on your mind this morning?
Hey, how you doing, man? Welcome back from KB. Welcome back to your day-to-day routine and trying to serve the people of Liberia and helping to disseminate good news and not spread the bad ones that are not good for our people. But today I'd like to speak to
Please be quick. We got tons of caller. I beg you, don't be too long. Be quick and to the point, please.
All right. I wanted to speak to the issue of Louis Brown and his new allegiance to support Alexander Cummings. Over the week or so, I've heard that Louis Brown has decided to support the ANC, especially Alexander Cummings. I think Louis Brown is one of those well-respectable guys in our society who has a lot of intellectual ability and as well as, political influence. However, Louis Brown over the years, I found it difficult how has he been able to connect himself back with development for a long time, except for his ability to speak politically and to connect with intellectualism. I still find it difficult. How much can Louis Brown contribute? How much influence has he had over the last few years? Besides, maybe he would speak of the mass of people, but where can Louis Brown win votes? Is he a strategist, or is he just going there to support because he's one of the big names in the society? I find it difficult. I don't think Louis Brown can do a better work compared to other guys who may be, into the political arena currently in Liberia.
All right, Carter.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you. We are sorry to, get you up, but we need to allow other callers to get on.
Carter, what is the name and where are you calling out from? Yeah, Carter. Thank you for your patiently waiting. Thank you. You waited for 9 minutes on the 30 seconds. Go ahead. Judy, go ahead. Thank you. Thank you.
Can he increase his volume a little bit, please, Abby?
Because the two people was elected. There are differences between. Mhm. Oh, I mean, the sanction, then they cannot come here. The United States sanction, that's why it left now with the Liberian people for them to say, okay, you know what? We'll demonstrate, we'll go demonstrate for the Ghana to resign. A psychiatrist. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Francis, you have another caller there?
Yeah, this caller was on, but we decided to allow that. So let me get in a call back. Good morning, caller. You initially called, so you are on. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Good morning. How you all doing?
Not too bad. Is it Pastor Mo?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Pastor Mo, you changed your number. That's why your call now whatsoever. Let me just stop it right there. Yeah, go ahead, Pastor Mo. What's on your mind?
I want to say thank you. I mean, to hear Nazi, thank you to you all. I'm not going to be long.
Yeah, be very snappy. We'll get tons of callers.
I just want to say this to the Liberians. We have prayed, we have fasted for Liberia. For Liberia to leave from where it is we, Liberians, have to make the decisions. God cannot come down to change Liberia. And where Liberia is now, we cannot depend on Mr. Comment or Mr. Blacker to get into the street to demonstrate. If the Liberians do their life is better, let them sit down and cross their legs. If they know their life is not better at all, let them get into the street and demand this government to step down. That's my thought. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Pastor Most, for being so snappy.
Father, what is the name and where are you calling out from? Thank you. Oh, Dr. Wiley, go ahead. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, Thank you. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad. Francis, I think we will just stop here because, you know,
It's time to go on the clock. Me, I can say my own maybe I say when finish with it here, we'll go on the clock. Now, hey, we'll go on the clock because we got to work. We ain't got no space to corrupt. Yeah, we ain't got nowhere to steal it. You got to work for it.
exactly. So this is how we'll let to come to the very end of the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show. Be it our guest on Monday morning as we come to you live from Minnesota and North Dakota. We are not masters. We are just children of our God. So back to you, Francis, for your closing statements.
Yeah, let me close. Let me make my commercial, then I'll just tell them thank you. Yeah, folks, I posted the number multiple times for Kangoma Multi Services, Consulting, Immigration, and Financial Services. We are helping our community members with all sort of family-based immigration services, wanting to file for your parents. If you are a U.S. citizen, your children, you don't have to be citizen. Once you are on green card, you are qualified. If you came on I-94 and you have not transitioned to get your green card, maybe you want to do citizenship, U.S. citizenship, you've been in America on green card for a minimum of 5 years at least. Maybe you want to file for your children, you want to file for your husband if you are married, you want to do fiancé visa, you want to invite somebody to come to the U.S., you want to do affidavit and support, you want to try to find out how can you do investment or college planning, saving for your children, you want to do some sort of private investment for yourself and not the how to call it, Wall Street every day. No, real well managed private investment like 401k. You want to try to find out about mortgage, you are living in an apartment, you're tired with it, the tumor bullshit and all that sort of information. An array of information regarding the way we live here every single day. And you know what? If you're a single mom under my voice, we are helping our folks who are single mom to get some government benefits. We'll walk you through. You don't have to give her anything for that. Immigration and financial services, if you hire her to sit down, you will give her small money because time and money, you know that. Phone consultation, professional consultation, 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the situation. That is also free. You can literally call us just to find out so we can provide you guardians, to get to understand what you're supposed to do. Our numbers are 267-648-8012, 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693. 701-330-4693. All right, that is business. Everything we say here, it is okay. Just call us and we'll walk you through and then we'll pick up from there. All right. So these conversations are becoming very interesting. And sometimes we get frustrated that our government is not listening, or they are listening, but they're not really following through. They are following through, even though the speed is super slow, but I'm confident that we'll get there. We had a scenario of the two-way party for over 100 years they led the country. We had a scenario of Samuel Kanyando. We had a scenario of successive transitional government as a result of the war in Liberia. We elected Charles Taylor in 1997. And we have Judy Bryant coming in, another transition. And then we got Moses Blyant ending the tenure of Charles Taylor. We got Ellie in, and then the Constitution got restored, and we are now to judge we are on the story. My people, Liberia will always be there. And Liberians in our majority will always exist until this planet is closed. The fundamental reasons why our country having problem is because we are not truth teller and we don't accept the truth. Like the other caller said, we all have our own criminals that we are protecting, which is ugly. There is no part of the human society on planet Earth that is not corrupt. The United States ambassador to Liberia said that America too has corruption, and other countries got corruption too. But the biggest difference? America fights corrupt people. And when you are guilty in court, you serve the penalty. You serve it. Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Guinea, to some extension, Ivory Coast, we are almost on the same level when it comes to civil war. Ivory Coast didn't get much affected. Guinea didn't get much affected. But especially Liberia and Sierra Leone. We've been out of war 19 years ago. We have never heard Sierra Leone having electricity outage problem in Sierra Leone at the airport. We have never heard Guinea having similar problem like that. We have never heard the navigational system is not working at the airport in Guinea, at the airport in Suriname. Because these three countries, according to my research, we all got single international airport. That's all we got. But you see, my people, that one international airport, we can't even manage it as a government. We can't manage it. So all we come here to share with you is to share the information with you, the raw material, and you decide what you want to do with that information come 2023. If we are to change our problems, we need to get started 2023. To go to the pool, register to go to the pool and vote George Weah and his cartel members out. And usher into governance new set of people. New set of people to give them a try. The philosophers say power is corrupt, absolute power is absolutely corrupt. To know the true nature of men and women or women, give them political power. That's when you get to know them in real time. Without much ado today, I want to say thank you very much for watching and thank you very much for listening to us. We don't know it all. We too we got some stuff in our closet. But you know what? We are trying to be who we are. We come here to share with you and we accept and we appreciate your perspectives too. So that all of us can make Liberia a better place through this healthy and conducive conversation. We've been too long, 175 years. Where are we and where are we headed to? That decision will restart. We'll have another opportunity to give answer to those questions come October 10th, that wonderful Tuesday, 2023. Thank you and have a nice day. Happy weekend. It'll be back to you.
And then I would like to come to the very, very end of the Manelson Abraka talk show. Be our guest on morning, same time, same place. As we are preparing for 2023, don't be carried away. Don't be carried away. That is my last word. To every Liberian, don't be carried away. Vote your conscience. Make your choice. Make the best choice. Put all the candidates under the microscope. X-ray them. And the best decisions will be made 2023. Thank you and have a God bless day. Francis.
I gotta go now. I gotta go. I gotta run, brother. I gotta run.